Today's halacha, we are continuing with the laws relevant to immersing in a mikveh on Erev Shabbos. Preparation prior to immersing. So in general, the halacha is that when a man immerses in a mikveh, he is not required to remove a chatzitza, an interval from the body prior to immersing. Thus, he's not required to cut his nails, clean them, brush his hair, or wash other parts of the body. So is recorded in a number of Peskim, the Eshkol, the Maimon Mordechai, brought in Shari Shuva 88.1, that the idea of a chatzitza does not invalidate a man's immersion. Nevertheless, it is recorded regarding the immersion of Erev, Yom Kippur, and Erev Rosh Hashanah, in the Ben Ish Chai Nitzavim 3, in the Kaf HaChaim 581-84, in the Mati Ephraim, in 606-606-8, that one should remove chatzitzas prior to immersing when the purpose of the immersion is immersion of tshuva. And thus, it's also written in the Kaf HaChaim that the Arizal would wash his hands, feet, and face prior to immersing, and there is a reason for this based on Kabbalah. When is one to immerse in a mikveh on Erev Shabbos? So it's recorded a number of Sifrei Kabbalah to immerse only after Chatzais. So is recorded in the Kansa Yaino, the Mishnah Chassidim, and the Shloah Kodesh. In other sources, it states that one can immerse after the 5th hour of the day, which is 1 hour prior to Chatzais. So writes the Mate Ephraim, in name of the Shar Kavanis, the Chaya Adam, and the Kaf HaChaim. In any event, the reason for why one should not immerse before this time, the 5th hour or Chatzais, is because only at this time does the ray of Shabbos begin to shine. And one should therefore toivel at a time that he can receive the radiance of Shabbos. If, of course, one cannot immerse after the 5th hour or the 6th hour, then he should immerse at the time that he can, even if it is in the morning. So records the Mati Ephraim in 625:14. Should one immerse prior to cutting nails in Shnai Mikra or afterwards? So practically one is to cut his nails and complete the saying of Shnai Mikra prior to immersing. So is recorded explicitly in the Shloah that the nails are to be cut prior to Mikveh, as well as prior to Shnai Mikra, and Shnai Mikra is to be done prior to immersing. So writes the Magen Avram 285.1 in name, and so is the custom of the Arizal. The Or Tzadikim writes that if one immerses prior to saying Shnai Mikra, he does not have the ability to receive the holiness of Shabbos. Thus, one is to enter into the mikveh after having received the preparation through saying Shnai Mikra. This is unlike certain svarim that record in the name of the Shloah that one should say Shnai Mikra after immersing, as after looking into the actual wording of the Shloah, it is clear that he states in a few places that one should immerse only after the saying of Shnai Mikra. It seems that certain prints had an error in their wording regarding this matter, and that's how the misprints came into later svarim. Nevertheless, the Yavitz does rule in the Siddur that one is to immerse prior to Shnai Mikra, although, as we said, this is not the opinion of the Shloah or of the Magen Avram. To also note of the story with the Rebbe Marash, that he would cut his nails after Mikveh. But practically, the order that's brought in Peskim is to first cut the nails, then recite Shnai Mikra, and then toivel in the Mikveh. How many times is one to immerse into the Mikveh on Erev Shabbos? So the minimum is 1 time. It suffices to immerse 1 time, and doing so purifies a person from the state of Balkari. One who immerses 3 times performs the immersion of Tshuva, as Tshuva requires a 3-time immersion. So is recorded in the Alter Rebbe in chapter 606:11, the laws of Yom Kippur. The Rebbe records in the letter that there are numerous opinions mentioned in regards to additional immersions past 3 times. There is 4, 5, 13, 14, 39. These are recorded in the Shloah. It says that the Arizal would immerse 2 times on Erev Shabbos, 1 time to remove the mundane garments of the soul, and the 2nd time to attain the holy garments of Shabbos. Well, if one was a Balkari, according to the Arizal, he would immerse a total of 3 times, the first time being to remove the impurity of Balkari. The Rebbe concluded after bringing the various opinions, who am I to arbitrate between all these opinions? So whatever one does, he has upon whom to rely.